Round 1, Tata Steel Chess India, Rapid and Blitz. As you could read right now on the screen, my chess friends. Uh, very, very, very interesting and fascinating games are taking place right now. We got MVL versus Grishchuk. Hare Krishna versus Vidit. So many good games. Which one shall we look at? Abdusatorov Gukesh? Okay. If you have any preferences, you will let me know, guys. Now let me just log in briefly on Twitch now. Just double check if things are fine. I think they should be. Okay, let's have a look at this one here. See. Come on. Come on. Finding a comfortable position here. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. Okie dokie. Hello, David. Hello. How's it going, brother? How's it going? That's Steel Chess India. And that's one of the games of the store of Gukesh. Who are you rooting for, David, in the Tata Steel? Happening right now as we speak. They're doing rapids. Very good. Hmm? Uh, this is a game, Gukesh Abdusatorov. You're rooting for someone, David? You would like someone to be the winner? Have you seen the other contenders? Got the MVL. We got Pragdananda playing as we speak, playing a game as well. Later on, we have the Speed Chess Championship, but that would be around, I guess, 7 p.m. ish. That's Levon Aronian playing today. Sorry, I just forgotten his opponent's name. I need double check for later on. But for the time being, we got this matches. I'm not sure where will I be around 7 p.m., but nevertheless, now I'm here. So, hmm? Interesting. What opening did they play? Rio Lopez opening Berlin defense. Wow. Can you imagine, David? I think that's probably the most played opening. I've seen that with the in the previous days and games. A lot of Berlin, Rio Lopez Berlin, like a lot. Prague Gukesh. Okay. Let me go back. Kaima Erigaisi. So now we're having Kaima Erigaisi and Pragdananda Rajabov. So, gonna look at this one here. So Vincent Keimer versus Erigaisi Arjun. And it's Erigaisi's turn. This is the position now. What did they play here? Was it Queen's Pawn opening? Let me see. Queen's Pawn opening in Soren variation. Something must have happened here that the engine just doesn't like the choices for white here. You know what's interesting? Vincent Keimer didn't even castle. He didn't castle. Probably there is no way to make it a breakthrough for white because looks like the bishop hits its own pawn and the rook hits its own pawn. So I guess if Vincent decides to castle at some point, you're not having any breakthrough. Prague Gukesh? Okay. But I'm reading the messages right now. So Prague Gukesh. If you wanna look at the Prague playing right now, let me know. He's not playing Gukesh, I guess. He's not playing Gukesh, not now. So just looking at the current position here, uh, Black has more attacking potential. Looking like as soon as they decide to castle, very difficult to get the Black King. He doesn't need to do nothing in terms of pushing the F. That would be a bad choice. So probably he needs to castle at some point. Oh, okay, okay. So you're rooting for Prago, Gukesh, or Kaima. I got it. I got it. Well, it might happen very well. It might happen to be Prime or Gukesh for that matter. Or you never know. It's a handful. It's a bunch of very strong grandmasters, David. So anyone could be really the winner. Anyone can be the winner. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Okay. Oh, what's happening with Vincent's time? 6 minutes. Now, I just noticed now, I didn't pay attention, but if I look at the time, 6 minutes for Vincent, 14 for Arjun. Hmm. He takes his time, isn't he? He takes his time. So that's an interesting. Okay, what is he supposed to be doing here? Let's see. I like the rook on the C file. Uh, what about pushing this pawn? Do you think that pushing that pawn might be a good one, or is just unnecessary pawn loss? I mean, it's just a random thought. Normally, I would be happy to opening up this. I can't do this just now because of this bishop here. Or do you reckon maybe bishop d6? Very hard to say, though. Very hard to say. Or just simply take your time on pushing the a pawn down the board. Yeah, I think you're right, David. I think after all, b3 is just an unnecessary pawn loss. Probably. If this bishop wasn't here, if the bishop didn't exist, I would have said that maybe giving the pawn, following by some rook b8 ideas, could be potentially some meaningful stuff. But anyway, so what did they play? Knight d6, and surprisingly, Arjun took the knight? Because probably the knight wanted to play this and he didn't like it. So bishop takes. Okay, okay. I don't know what to say. I think this bishop is quite strong, David. What do you think about the bishop on d6? What do you think about this bishop? I think it's quite strong bishop. Very strong bishop here. Mm-hmm. Totally. Totally strong. I like it. Okay. Where do they want to go with that knight, I wonder? Here? E5? Potentially. Well, of course, after castling, probably there is no issue in terms of this. The rook on h8 doesn't really exist, David, and spot on, by the way. For this rook to actually do something, they need to castle. So if black castles, we did say about the a pawn. It's a little bit he tries to make use of every single move and tempo to increase the chances of attacking. But I guess sooner or later, he would have to castle. I wonder when. Maybe he doesn't want to do it. He wants to invest in queenside attack. I don't think that's nothing wrong with that move. A5. Black King currently, David, Black King is not under attack as of now. I can't see any threats here. I mean, Arjun might be doing this kind of stuff probably at some point. He might be even thinking of some crazy stuff. Probably you need also a rook or something. I mean, just look at this setup here. Now, obviously, David, I don't think Black will just sit and wait. They would just sit and look at this and do nothing. But as a possible setup of white pieces, maybe rook HE and then some knight from E to F, and try and figure out some ways to be breaking through the pawns. Because, yeah, probably, probably, probably. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I would imagine after a move like knight e to f, if black castles, there's just nothing. There's just nothing, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Castle. I guess Vincent will castle when something like this happens. So he will, but not just now. He will castle for sure. Mm-hmm. Totally. Yes. Looking good for Kaima here. And those pawns are really concerning for white, I would imagine. Whereas the white pawns, have you seen the white pawns, David? Those guys can't do too many things unless F. Okay. He wants to go F5. That's for sure. Nice one. He pushes the pawn on F. Makes sense. Makes sense. Is he planning first knight to G3 and then pushing? But even so, probably black should castle here. What do you think, David? Should black just simply be castling here? Just to be on the safe side. What do you reckon? Anyway, it's black's turn, and there is another idea for. I mean, Arjun needs to play knight G and then push the pawn, or just push the pawn regardless. Hello, Malone. Oh yeah, absolutely. Castle is just I mean, Castle is just a very serious move. I don't think the engine will deem it as a mistake or anything, Malone. So totally, absolutely, totally. Yeah, Castle would be brill, no doubt about it. For black. Do you know what's the problem with for Vincent Keimer? Is just the time management. I'm looking at the clock and I can see like 5 minutes for Vincent. And okay, what's this thingy? Opening up the C file for the rook and also trying to very sweet move he played. Man, how did he come up with this one? I mean, the average mortals, were thinking about castle kingside, and Keimer comes with knight e7. This is the complete demotivator move, because once you put this knight there, not challenged by any pawn. Guys, look at the outpost. Dudes, look at the outpost of this knight. Knight e7 jumping on f5. Good luck budging that knight from f5. How are you going to challenge the knight? How are you going to challenge that knight? With what? With another knight? Probably he couldn't care less. Especially after he castles, that is. What an outpost. And now rook is a bit happier. But let me tell you again, I still think black should be castling kingside. You still need to connect the rooks and look at the defensive move Arjun played. Rook d to c. Look at the defensive move. Anyway, didn't do nothing on the D file. Just in between ourselves, it didn't do nothing on the D file anyway. So you want to get that rook at least to try to do something. Like in our case here, to just try keep an eye on the C, just in case. Just in case. Knight f5, Malone, is an incredibly strong move. Oh, by the way, guys, if you could log in perhaps via Twitch, would be helping with my viewership. But if that's possible, would be awesome, Malone. If not, not. So castles now takes place as we said. That's a cool stuff. And all in all, I like blacks here a bit more than the white pieces. The outpost is phenomenal. Knight on f5 is an incredibly strong, super annoying for white to having that black knight there. Incredibly strong. I love this kind of outpost. So just to make it more obvious for all of our friends, when a knight, like in our position, is not challenged by a pawn, we call that one an outpost. And what a heck of an outpost on f5 indeed. Yeah, and not just an outpost, but actually it does hit the queen with tempo. So okay, he tries to go here, and he does. Sorry, what kind of an expression? Of course, he goes on e5 already. But that doesn't prevent knight f5, does it? I mean, I mean, it's good to play the knight there, but you can't do this because there is a rook anyway. I think you could play with black. Ooh. He didn't play knight f5, not just yet. He pushed the pawns. These guys are Bit scary, concerning. These guys are a bit concerning indeed. Yes, they are. They definitely are. Very scary. Wow. How is he going to push? Probably going to push the B, right? Black bishop does get a bit weaker with the move knight e5. Black bishop gets a bit weaker with the move knight e5. I'm not sure though. The black bishop is very happy where they are. You mustn't take the white knight. Now you must do nothing. Just keep the bishop there, I would say. If black wants to play something next, probably knight f5 is just brilliant. Brilliant in terms of efficiency. So it's a very, very effective move to place the knight on f5. That's just great. That's just great. I don't know if b3 or knight f5 though. You wanna push the b. Even if you give a pawn, if you manage to sort of open up, double up some pawns, that's quite scary. So probably I'm looking at something like b3. I think it's a bit slow, David. I think b8 is just a bit slow. Just push the pawn. Absolutely. I think Malone might be right. I'm inclined to say, oh, that's even further weakening. What is he doing, Arjun? This is further weakening. You don't do that. Gee, further weakening. Of course, you're not going to push the pawn because they're going to shut it off. Or would you? And then planning on this and this and this. This is sick. Guys, there are some subtlety here. Look at this one. If you were to push, let's just imagine you're going to push b3, right? And white naturally wants to go a3. And now you use the bishop that does do nothing. It's just second exchange. And then one take. And then you play rook b8. What do you think about this one, guys? Just saying. Other than that, if you capture here, I reckon knight can play. But heck, you can even push the pawn afterwards. There are at least two good ideas. At least two good ideas. You either take knight captures and then push the pawn, followed by something like rook c to b8, or you push the pawn. If they take, you take. That's cool. And if they go to a3, you just second exchange completely. Knight f5, could that be an in-between move? It's the queen. I mean, nothing wrong with knight on f5. I think we've said that for the last three moves, guys. We did say knight f5 for the last three moves. Again, let's go back to our idea. He took that knight? Okay. We could summon the stockfish and actually checking if there was b3 ideas or taken on c3. You need to rip open that white king's fortress somehow. Okay, he probably takes with this to make space for the knight, I would imagine. And also the knight, might be playing some defensive purposes, maybe some attacking ideas. So if I was Arjun here, I mean playing with white pieces, probably taking with the D, making space for knight to go to D4, perhaps. Yeah, I mean you want to get the knight a little bit, lending a hand in for the defenses here, maybe. What do you think, guys? David Malone, what do you think, guys? Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, well, he did it anyway. Okay, so now it's a natural move. You just try now to rearrange. But it's, okay, the tension is still in the air. Of course, the Malone, that's exactly what I would thought. And I guess if we might ask the engine, we could have some sort of confirmation or something. But nevertheless, here we are. Queen goes to B, probably the other rook goes to B, and the rook E wants to come to the C or maybe some doubling up. Very powerful tension here. All in all, ladies and gents, White King is way in a very riskier position than the Black. The Black King is very nice tucked in. You can't touch it at the minute. So Black King is very happy where they are. White King, nah, not so happy. Not so happy. Very difficult position for White here. Very tough position. I don't want to have the white pieces here. No, thank you very much. Wow. Okay. I guess you got to take this guy. Of course you have to take it. Let white take if they want to. And probably this thing is happening next. I would imagine. Maybe. Or you want to play this one first. You want to play... Okay, David, Malone, guys, what do you play here for? You play Rook CB or you play A3? Let me know, fellas. Let me know, folks. What's your first choice if you had this position with blacks? Rook B8. Rook first. Yep. I would concur. I would concur. Rook B. Rook B. Ah. Okay, retreat Queen B6 or something? You still want to maintain the attack on this pawn and the potential for doubling. So Queen B6 seems natural. Seems natural, Queen B6. And then we revert to our plan. Rook here and just hold it all. Knight attacks. Queen here attacks twice. What's not to like about? Rook CB and Rook F to C, or maybe some doubling. I mean, this kind of ideas. I mean, looking very good for black. Very good for black. Not so good for white, I'm afraid. Not so good. I love to watching super GMs producing themselves and me thinking with my friends. And I think this is probably one of the best tools, guys. I think this is one of the best tools to really enhance your chess understanding and stuff. Queen B7, what does that do? Can someone just help with the Queen B7 idea? What's going on with this? Why not Queen B6? Malone, guys, David, what's with the Queen B7? That's weird looking move. Wasn't the Black Queen supposed to be on B6? Just wondering. Queen B7? Hello, 3K. Good to see you, brother. And thanks for confirming, Malone. That's a weird one. It is a little bit weirdish. I mean, what the heck do you do? Queen B7 hitting its own pawn or something? You wanna hit your guy? I mean, what's going on? It seemed to me Queen B6 would have been way better. Just for constant pressure, double time attack on D4, then make a battery here. You know, you would have had potentially Queen B6 would have allowed a sort of Alekine's gun or something. Just for triple hit. But anyway, it is what it is currently. What do you do? Oh, I know why Queen B7. Well, probably you've seen it too. Queen B7 was just played. You want to take, or you want to take the rook, and if the other rook would have taken, you would have supported the other rook on the c file. That is why he played Queen B7. Queen B7 was meant exclusively amongst, I think, just to support the rooks swap on c8, guys. That was the reason for Queen B7. That's it. He wants to support rooks moving over to the c file. Am I wrong? But Queen B6, Malone, I think Queen B6 would have been my first choice, though. Yeah, Queen B6 would have been, I think. I haven't checked with the engine, though. I haven't checked with the engine. But I think that might have been a better one. There is another issue here for Vincent. He is going low on time. The other guy too, but I think for black might be a bit more challenging. A bit more challenging for black. Yeah, time-wise, as a time management, I'm saying. Looking at this, of course. Here, what do you play? You dropping queen? If you drop the queen, the knight has to stay here looking after this pawn. That's quite important. There are many ideas. Still, black attacks a bit more. Still, black looking a bit better here. Well, substantially better. Black King's doing very fine. If Arjun survives this onslaught, he might be hoping. Given the fact that time it could be an issue, you never know. Oh, B4? Okay, yeah, en passant right now, fellas. En passant, this is it, en passant. I don't know what to say. Maybe he should have played the queen over to the d2 or something. I mean, dudes, I don't. This is something weird. Okay, en passant. A takes b3. Now this guy is a little bit hanging. I guess you can do this kind of stuff at any point. Okay, looking even better for black now. Heck, just, or maybe just push the pawn or something. Anyway, it's white's turn. And now, 2 minutes 30 seconds, very close to Vincent's time. Very close to Vincent's time. Okay. Vincent doing very well for the last 10, 15 moves. Vincent's doing very well here. Absolutely. $3K, what was the bad line, brother? Say it again. What was the bad line here? Previously? You mean knight c4. Oh, you mean for... Hold on a second. What's this bluff here, knight g3? Do I care about knight g3? Do I care about... I think I need to take the knight. Yeah, queen c2. Yeah. I think queen c2 something. Yeah, we did say queen c2 or queen d2. I'm not sure. Queen d2 in terms to have defended a bit more d4. So probably queen d2. But queen c2 looked... Okay, you took it because if you didn't take it, probably you would have dismantled your beautiful pawn structure. Now goes for the a3 pawn. a3, you play rook ba, including Alakind's famous gun, and come on, it's cool. It's cool. Even huge better advantage, and not just positional advantage, but also time management way better for Vincent here. Yeah, he was inspired. The last 15 move, he played them, like a constrictor snake, step by step by step. Oh, whoa. Whoa. This one is fun. Probably he thinks about, but that doesn't work. Come on, dude. The A3 is falling, right? The A3 is a goner. Then you got this. What's going on here? They are getting into the bullet type of chess. Wow. Wait, okay. I mean, he does what he can. Hmm. Um, Arjun, 1 minute 40 seconds. Probably he needs to play queen too, but okay. And then what is it doing? Is it gonna play what? This? Or is it gonna play this? Okay, queen b2 was predictable. Queen d3. Queen d3, nice. You called it 3K. You called it, brother. Yes, queen d3. Check. So what do you do? Do you like double up on the A? You double up on the A or something? You play rook a6 and rook f a8? What are you playing? Am I missing something here? How is Vincent? Oh, nice one. Queen takes, checks. Wow. Okay, king b1, right? And then you're having this. Oof. What a nice little move there. What a nice little move there. Wow. And the white king out in the open. Yes, I was looking at that too, but I didn't see queen e4. Formidable and beautiful that actually Kaima was able to see that one. Oh, what a little burner. What a little slow burner here. Another check, annoyingly. He didn't take the rook. He checked for... He wants to get the king out in the open, fellas. He wants to get the king out in the open. That's a nice little in-between check. This is just sweet. He didn't take it, though. I think you got to take that guy for sure. Wow. I think he probably can take. He didn't take it yet. Can we do this? Can we do Queen E1? Just asking for a friend. Can we do Queen E1? Yeah, they'll be taking here. Then probably check again. They go back. And then you go Queen A1 or something. Thanks for confirming, Dave. Queen B3. King B3, Rook B8. Yeah, Queen E1 definitely something. I hope he doesn't mess us up more than necessarily. What is this? Come on. What's this? Okay. Queen B1. What does he want to do? He wants him to make him take he wants to make him take with the queen or something? Oh, okay. That's not obvious. I don't know. What does he want to do? Okay, he took with the queen. By the way, just for all of our friends, hi there, Step. This is a passer. So let's say queens come off the board or anything. You just put the black rook here and you've got a passer. You got a heck of a passer. Then king might be able to, coming into play sooner or later. Right, that's a check. If king goes on b, you want to bet it's going to be rook b8, and I think that's game over. Immediately game over. If king goes here. Check. Oh, king must go out in the open. This is it. Game over, guys. Game over. The white king has to go on the b file. This is as good as done. King has to go on the b. And now you want to bet rook b8? It's the most natural move ever. Queen still hits the c5 white rook. So you play rook f to b8, and it's just going towards the ending. I think Arjun is finished here. Queen d4 first? I don't think so, because this guy maybe plays rook c4, and I think actually it's getting way too funky. I'm not sure about queen d4 3k. It just feels completely unnecessarily. What? I'm not into queen d4. What? What? Sorry, guys, what am I missing here? Well, okay. Okay. I would have played okay, because probably due to the panic mode that I very easily set in, I guess probably I would have played rook. I don't like to miss opportunities if I can see them. That is the reason I would have probably opted for rook b8. I don't want to miss opportunities. Rook b8, rook b5. I see. Might have been a subtlety. Yeah, probably it wasn't a huge mistake. I don't think rook b8 would be punished by computer somehow. I don't think that was such a bad move. But maybe that's a better turn of events. For Vincent. Hey, what's going on here? Check. It's painful for Arjun to play this. I would imagine it's just painful. I would imagine it's just painful to play this for Arjun. Queen a6 or something? Queen a6, and probably Arjun should be resigning here after queen a6. I don't think there is any way out. Queen a6, king d7, rook b7. There's no moves. There's just nothing to do for the white king. Of course, yes, Malone. Queen a6. Yep. You probably guys, you probably agree. What was it? I thought queen a6 was a bit better. But anyway, okay, fine. Queen a8. Okay, white is pretty much done. Okay, you could play what? Rook d8? What do you play here? Play rook d8, right? Rook b6. Yeah, rook b6. I don't see why not. You could play rook b6. Okay, rook d8. Probably there are maybe one or two avenues. Check again, but with the rook. Check again, but with the rook. Rook e8. I would say rook e8. Yeah. And after king d6, you're going to go queen b8. Ah, well, okay, fine. Let's go queen queen d8. Okay, he might have messed up something because it's just prolonging. Okay, he goes back on the b. Man, I think rook a6 was better, guys, isn't it? I think he didn't do the right stuff with the queen a. I think he should have played queen a6. That is why it just takes a bit too long here. Even the super GMs are okay. Get that rook on the c. Trade off stuff eventually. Hold on a sec. Wait. Yes. 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 That's the case indeed. Okay. That should have been yeah, queen a8 step. I agree. Queen a8 was a bit weird. Do another check. Do another check. Queen b5. No, you can't do that. It's a disaster. Just rook takes. Rook takes. Queen takes. Now you could do a couple of more additional checks. Nah, you just promote. Okay. He chose the yeah. What? Come on, he wants to be stalemated. Come on, Arjun, just resign, mate. Just resign. Okay. Tough one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go back to that queen and then we're gonna go to Prague, people. We're gonna see Prague's game. Wait a minute, man. Where were we? Uh-huh. So, queen a6. Hold on a second. This was the moment. Bloody hell. Then just says queen a7. Very counterintuitive. Queen a6. Is something funky about queen a6 or something? The engine says queen a7, not even queen a8. The engine says queen a7, and then this, I suspect. And then the king has to go here, right? And then you have another one or something. Queen a7 threat, rook b6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Queen a7 for rook b6. Bingo. Very well, 3K. Absolutely, brother. That's it. Okay. Let's see. Abdusatorov, Gukesh, guys. Which one you want to look at? Gukesh, Abdusatorov? Let me know. Okay, just a few seconds here. Just a few seconds. Just a few seconds. Prague? Prague there is. Prague there is. Still a few seconds for this, guys. Ooh, blunders, blunders. What did Rajabov did? What did he do? Okay, just a couple of seconds here. Bullet chess, anyone? This is it. Bullet. Bullet chess. Absolutely bullet chess here. Okay, Rajabov playing with whites and Prague with some decisive advantage. Where does the black bishop go? E6. Can you do a check? You can potentially, I suspect. Good. I suspect you could. Maybe there's something else. Can you go for some other ideas? I'm not sure though. He's got to move faster, whatever white does here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He did go for rook b4 after all. And now he goes for this pawn here. But very nicely Prague defends it. King d6, defending the pawn. And the king is on a dark square. You can't check the king with the bishop, unfortunately. Unfortunately for Rajabov, Prague is very happy as it is, and this bishop holds it all. You can't touch it. Oh, goes for the probably king g2. I mean, I'm just highlighting the. Oh yeah, that probably 3K. That probably would have applied to myself as well. I mean, as soon as I hit the less than 20 something seconds, I mean, I'm going panic mode. I don't know. That the same goes for me. 3K. Welcome to the club. I mean, yeah, 20 seconds. No, I can't cope with that. I need a bit more time. So I don't know. Check. Okay, he played an in-between check. But it's just actually getting worse. It's getting worse because 14 seconds on the clock. What did you expect? Oof. What do you choose? Save the rook? Save the rook or save the pawn on h3? Someone's gonna fall. This is painful. This is okay. Check. Ah, okay. It's a little bit game over here. Why didn't he go for the check? Was there something wrong with the check? Was something wrong with rook h3 or something? Okay. Just resign here. Of course. Okay, we can look at that one. Let's see what Gukesh does, though. 30 seconds to 16 or something. That's very balanced, guys. Did you see the Valbar minus 0.13? That's almost nothing. That could be 3K. Now, remembering the last position, it could be that the rook was trapped up after all. Yes, it could be a trap. It could be a trap. So he did play the correct one in the end. Yep. But look at this one, guys, how the engine considers that one black rook is almost annihilated by a bishop and the knight. So the engine says it's a perfect even position because a knight and a bishop are definitely very much balancing out a rook. I mean, these guys are very dangerous. And look at the white squares. Just look at the white squares. That's a fork. That's what he want to play. He wants to play a fork. What do you play here? Playing this? Or you're playing this and then you might be having this or that. There are a few ideas. The problem for Gukesh is that he's having like 7 seconds. Knight g6. Okay. How do you do this now? The bishop has to play. Okay, he gonna go for a perpetual. You don't have the time, guys. You don't. It's just 20 seconds. You don't have enough time for nothing in detail or in depth. You gotta take the draw, fight another day. Yeah, you no, you can't force nothing. This is it. It's just not too many things to do. Just do the perpetual and do the perpetual. That's it. Yeah, I think that was the strongest game of the day. Yeah, I think that might have been the best game, the most balanced game, the most balanced game. Yes, yes, indeed, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did call it. So, what did this guy play? Uh, just briefly, just briefly. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. This one for all sorts of ideas, like bishop dropping b3, c2. Exactly. Okay. I'm just looking at a rook e3. Very interesting. Very interesting. Rook e3. Rook left here. That's cool. I can't remember when I've seen that one last. Let me see. Rook e3 is the third line of the engine. I think they did a little bit of prep. a4 might have been the first one. Bishop h4 or rook e3. They were in the preparation. So that's preparation. Rook e3. He went for the third line and tried to do something with it. Rook e3. Takes and takes. Still preparation here. What move is that? Move 16, queen e1. Still preparation, queen h6. d4, knight e5, b4. Probably that's preparation too. d6. a4, well, that's part of the old plan. Bishop b3, a takes. Okay. Okay, nice little one. That's a nice idea. That rook on e3 looks a little bit awkward. I don't know what to say about that rook. Check. Knight. Okay, probably that's no longer that much of preparation. I mean, they starting getting okay, knight takes e5, d4, knight 1 to d2, which what actually happened here. Knight to d. Knight plays, hitting here on this line. Okay, let me toggle off the lines. So that would be move 25. Probably that was the most balanced game. There was just like a perennial balance and equilibrium. Go back on a6. Goes for the b5, rook defense, h4. Probably preparing something like this. Potentially. Again, the bishop is pinned. Attacks the rook. Rook goes back. Gives up on this. Why? Because they want to play this. Right? Ooh. That's an interesting choice here. Look at this position, guys. Look at this position here. It could be 3K. That rook e3 move. It could be better on different engine or something. But I think this is a critical moment, and I'm not sure that was a preparation or not. I'm not sure that's preparation. Probably he just came up with the stuff right at that very moment or something. I mean, look at this position. I think this is the critical moment. This is the turning point. How many? Oh, and look at the time. Thank you very much. 0:26. Look at the time. 26 seconds. Oh, no, 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 no. That's the time for the end. No, sorry, apologies. This is the time that actually they finished up the game. Look at this position here. Rook takes c5, indeed, but black is doing better. When did the start? When did the balance broke? Hold on a second. What was the problem? Minus 0.80. Where was the problem actually? There's something here. Probably so the preparation stopped around this moment. Rook a5. I'm just looking at this. Bishop c6. Now the engine says, right, this is the moment. This is the moment. Move 24. Move 24. Knight takes c5. Actually, if you look at this one, that feels incredibly normal and natural to take, right? I mean, this guy's being attacked like 1, 2, and I mean, you got 3 hitters on that one. You just take the pawn. The engine says knight takes c5. Anything else you play is not as good as. Not as good as. Move 24. And he played knight from the first rank, knight 1d2. Knight f1 d2, and the engine said he should have taken here on e5. So this is where the balance went a little bit strange for white and better for Abdusatorov because he played the third line of the engine. I'm not sure that's a preparation. Knight 1 d2. I think he just went for the line. He probably didn't like the idea to opening up the bishop. He takes here. He sort of enables the bishop to hit here. I mean, like allowing the bishop diagonal to actually become a bit more powerful, maybe. What do you think, guys? Do you think that might have been the reason he didn't take on e5? I don't know what to say. But definitely there was something funky with this choice because as soon as he played it, it's -1 and something. Probably that was the point for sure. Yeah, look at the bar. Okay, that was a nice Spanish. Okay, so that was Tata Steel men's rapid. What about women's rapid? I think they finished women's rapid. I can't see anything here. Oh, what's going on? What is that? Ah, okay, cool. Nope, nothing here. Women's rapid. Probably they don't play straight away. Yeah, there are no active games. Okay, that was it. That was the uh-huh. So no more live game. Guys, if you wanna have an arena or something, or if you wanna do some puzzles, we just go for this. Levon Aronian starts to play around 7. Actually, let me just double check again. Let me double check again. Uh watch. Speed Chess Championship 2023 games schedule. Let me go to the schedule here. So 7 p.m. GMT. Wesley So Levon Aronian, guys. It's gonna be today round 1. 7 p.m. Okay. Yeah, 3K. Can you copy paste it here in the chat? Or it's via the email you sent it? You've sent it via the email. We'd definitely check it. Is in the email. 3K. Should I go to the email? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna copy paste. If you wanna put a link, I'll open up straight from the chat. If you wanna place a link or something. If you wanna send the link, I'll take it straight from the why to play here, right? That looks exploitable. Is there something else here? Which one is it? Thank you. Cheers, man. So probably this, because if there is this, I just take this guy. Probably this. Because if I play, well, that actually works too. Guys, is it Queen G6 or Bishop G6? I mean, is there any massive difference? Huh. Rook C7, true. That complete stops black from playing any queen or something. Yes, I think Rook C7 even better, because if there is this guy, you're just gonna take the bishop. Yeah? Rook C7, I think that's stronger. Yeah, I was inclined to say something with the bishop, but Rook C7 seems to be something. Just threatening checkmate in 1. You can't mess up with that one. Rook C7 feels the best one, the strongest one, and very difficult to, well, if not impossible to stop, unless you want to stop giving up queens or something. Yeah, Rook C7. Do I take queen or no? I'm taking queen. Okay, taking queen. Oh, where's the finisher? This for this and this. Then rook's gonna play here. Then I'm taking this guy, and I think that should be okay. Yeah, Queen C6 Mulan. Yes, Queen C6, and yeah, you just attack everything on the board, and something has to be taken. I just take this guy. Should be okay. All right, people. Let's get that thing. Where did he send it? There it is. All right, people. Let's see quickly this game that 3K sent me. Let's have a look at this, guys. Grimfeld defense. Grimfeld defense. Let's go to the very beginning of the game. Grimfeld defense. Okay, who's white, who's black? You being black here. Okay, G6, there's nothing wrong. Nice C3. Oops, what did I do? Did I turn off the screen? Come on, yeah. Okay, guys, just give me 2 seconds. I think I pressed the wrong one when I moved the desktop. Oh, okay, cool. D5, you guys still seeing it? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, cool. Bishop G5. 7. Okay. You know, there is a funky option here. You might be able to do H5 with black. Probably not the best line of the engine, but this move definitely stops any bishop H6 idea. But it's not the first line of the engine for sure. It's not the first line of the engine. Oh, that's very sharp. Oh, this is very sharp. Okay. I think there is an idea with knight E4 here. There is an idea, but this is just getting way too sharp. No, you got to secure the king. You got to secure the king. You can't mess about. I mean, no, you just can't do this. You have to probably castle. Yeah, knight E4. Yeah, I did say knight E4, but I got a strange feeling it's just Well, you hit the queen after all. And now you hit the knight. So knight has to move. And this guy is a little bit shaky. Wait a minute. Can we just play knight queen takes d4? Can we play queen d4 here? Queen takes d4. What's wrong with this? Nothing's wrong. You actually did play it. I think it's a huge advantage for black. Following that knight e4 idea. Which I sort of mentioned it, but then I've just changed mind and something. Yeah, but this is game over. Wait a minute. This is just game over at this stage. You shouldn't have taken the knight. Okay, so if I am to look in retrospect, you shouldn't have touched the black knight. You shouldn't take it. You shouldn't take it. You should probably move the queen. I don't know, queen e3? What do you play here? Queen e3, queen d3. What do you play with white? But definitely don't touch the black knight. No, because after you taken this, I'm just not having too many good moves. Probably you could go back. You could always go back on g1, but it's just bad. It's just bad. There is no good move for white, I'm afraid, at this stage. Let's go back to... Actually, I want to see the eval bar and things. Is just done. This is just done. Oopsie. So I put it on the engine now. Do you guys see the engine? You do see the engine indeed. You do see it, right? Yes. Let me turn off that one and this one. Skipping this. Oops. Yeah, let's just do it in this fashion so you guys get accustomed with the... So now I'm putting here stuff. Yeah, knight e4 indeed. Big advantage for black though. Knight e4, big advantage. Probably something with the queen. Queen c1, yes, as painful as it looks like. Yeah, so I was sort of right. Yeah, queen has to go somewhere. If you take on e4, it's getting seriously, seriously bad. Oops. Blunders the knight. Knight hanging. Yeah, I'm reading the messages now. Blunders the knight. Knight. Yeah, knight g1. It's queen c1. Probably I would have moved the queen or something. I like to think probably I would have played the queen somewhere, but it's not very optimistic. I just don't like it. For white, that is, and I'm liking it blacks here. It's gone. Knight e4 and the game is finished. Yes, knight e4, the game is finished. It's bad. It's bad, 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 bad. Okay, let's see. Knight g1, h6. Very bad position. Very bad position. So even if you do knight to g1, you're having such a bad position here. I don't even know what's better. Taking the pawn, playing h6, but it's looking very bad. Increasingly bad for white. Wow. Yeah, game over. It's game over at this stage. Okay, I can't consider any knight d3. There's just no point. Yeah, it's gone. It's a goner. If white would have played knight g1, let's just look briefly here. We're still having a problem with losing material here. CD, queen D, CD seems to be the best. And hey, what's not to like about this? What's not to like about these pawns? Queen c2, e3. Uh-huh. Queen c2, e3. Or maybe this, or bishop f5 not as strong. Maybe we're having this kind of things. We're not sure, but maybe this. Yeah, definitely way better for black. Yes, unfortunately, probably queen g1 3k. Sorry, knight g1 would have been the move to sort of preserve material. But it's very painful to play in this fashion. Probably I would just resign because I can't stand it. I would probably... So I would resign. After knight g1, I would probably just resign. I can't stand it. I can't have this. I can't have knight g1 and this guy being captured now. I can't play. It's just awful. It's just awful for white. So let that be a lesson for all of us. let this be a lesson, because there's nothing wrong up to this point, and c5 is definitely very sharp announcing. Apparently, white should have went for different lines here. Bishop takes e3. e3 very solid. e3 very solid choice here. Look at this one, guys. e3 incredibly solid. Oh, you played more bishop f6, e3, just to highlight for our future games. So you said it's more to it. After this, it's more to it after this. I think white is completely finished here. Oh, okay. I would have resigned with white, 3k. I would resign here with white, especially if it's a long time control or something. It's just done. I can't play this with white. So personally, I would resign here. If it was a bullet, I wouldn't maybe, but if it's blitz or I absolutely can't do this. Yeah. You develop the last piece of the back rank. You play knight c6. There's just still nothing here. There's just nothing to play, really. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you shut in the bishop completely now. The bishop doesn't exist. The rook doesn't exist. So the bishop on f1 is dead. A rook on h1 is dead. And he needs like unlimited number of tempi to try and get those pieces in the game. It's just, that was the reason for which I said white should just... I would have resigned with white here. It's unplayable. This is unplayable. This is unplayable. Come on. It doesn't even matter if this thing happens. Check. And now you've got the bishop and you've got the knight attacking c2. Okay. Wait. Let me just cover all the stuff here. Ah, the lines were visible. Look at this, guys. It's check to discover check. This is as bad as it gets. This is as bad as it gets. You can't do this. White should have resigned here. Come on. Come on. Got all sorts of ideas. Which you did play, by the way. Yeah. He should have resigned. So if he didn't want to suffer, he should have resigned ages ago. You can't play this. After this move, I mean, after the knight had been taken, it's just no more. There's no more sense. But after this one here, now there's just nothing to do. Really, it's just absolutely very well played, very well played. And you speculated very nicely your opponent mistakes. You punish them straight away with that line, knight e4, which is super cool. So I'm pretty sure he made the homework, and next time he won't be playing a knight takes e4. So next time probably he will do e3 or bishop takes f6 or something. Absolutely. Are they still playing? What's going on? Do they do like blitz or something today? I gotta go to the where is it? Tata Steel. Do they do still? Do they do the Tata Steel now? I mean, like there's. Oh bloody hell! September 5th. They start the round two, guys. Hey, guys! Did you see that? They start the round two, people. Okay, pick up your favorites. Pick up your favorites. Which one is it? Well, we can look at all of them, though. We can browse all of the game. MVL. MVL Prague. MVL Prague. Oopsie, cover the lines. I can't do this. No engine, please. Yeah. There's no point. There are some guys watching it with the engine. There's no point. You're not making a bit of an effort. Nothing. Can you imagine putting the engine? I mean, where's your effort? You're not doing nothing. The engine says everything. Okay. I'm not, yeah, not using the engine unless I'm analyzing or something. So, MVL to play. Knight d7 last move, developing move. Okay. You need to develop pieces anyways. That bishop is not that happy here. The bishop is not happy at all. Actually, you can't even play the bishop because if you play the bishop, this guy is sort of hanging. And obviously you can't play the rook because this guy is hanging. That's a nice little knight. I wonder, guys, you reckon maybe something like a6 should be played by Prague? What do you think, gents? Is a6 something Prague needs to consider just to send this knight away because just too many problems. Just too many problems. This white knight on b5 is just too problematic. Wow. a5. That's sweet. That's sweet. Hmm. Really, really intrusive, this pawn now. Probably he wants to even go even more. Well, for the time being, a5 stops any knight and any queen to go to b6, just as a general thought. Just as a general idea. Stops any queen and any... Okay, so a6 was predictable. We did say a6, though. You can't have this knight here. It's just... But you know what's good about a5 MVL played? This is a very important square, and you took it from black. You took b6, very important for either queen or knight. And now probably knight c4. With various prospects, but knight c4 stays very well where they are. Let me tell you something. To my taste, knight on c4 probably has to stay there for very, very long because it's so good. It's so good over knight. Just in case the knight plays, you could just play your knight on b6. Knight c4, b3? Maybe. 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 Yeah, that's exactly right. Knight c4, exactly. So the black knight can't play because if the black knight goes on f6, you could do knight b6, for instance. Now you can't. There's a problem here. Apologies. There's a problem here on c2. But I guess you could do some rook at some point. But that's funky. Nah, it's defended twice. I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. Anyway, they've got plenty of time on their clocks, so they need not very, very much rushing it. It's a very fine game. It's a very fine game. I like this game very much. Very instructive. Okay, guys, do you think maybe bishop c3 might be a good idea for white? Stopping the rook from hitting c2 combined with the bishop. Potentially having this diagonal, whatever that might be the case. Maybe some f4, bishop c3, f4 ideas. I don't think bishop c3 is such a bad thought. I think it's actually good. What do you think about bishop c3, guys, for white? Do you think that's good? And correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like white is posing a couple of more problems to black than vice versa. I mean, the d6, I see it as a liability. I see this guy as a weakness. Probably, can Prague play knight c5? Okay, I'm gonna try. Oh, f4 makes a lot of sense, Step. Don't get me... f4, f4 is a magnificent move that we should all consider for white at some point. Absolutely. I love f4. There is a little bit of a diagonal you need to think about, but a5 probably had been played with a specific reason to discourage any black queen and stuff. But now I wonder for Prague if knight c5 would be something to play. Knight c5. Maybe. Do you think he's thinking about knight c5? Let's okay, what is this rook c7 do? Folks, do you see behind the rook c7? Can someone enlighten what's rook c7 doing? Really? What is it doing? Rook c7. What's it doing, rook c7? Anyone? Step 3K, people, David, what is the rook c7 here? What's it doing, rook c7? Can someone enlighten? I mean, you start doubling up the rooks now. I mean, what about knight c5 previously? What's going on with rook c7? I don't know. I don't know, man. This is weird. This is a bit weird. I mean, from any other ideas that black could have played, you opt for rook c7. No h6, no knight c5. I mean, knight c5. Let me go back a bit and ask the engine because I'm really, really bamboozled at this day. Rook c7. Rook c7. Blimey. Bishop g6. Okay, bishop g6, I sort of understand. Rook c7, bishop e3, bishop g6. Okay, okay. Bishop g6, I understand in terms of f5, etc., etc. I can understand. But rook c. Okay, someone please add some details here. Rook c. Fill out the blanks. Fill out the blanks. Rook c7, bishop e3. What? Bishop g6, I understand. Bishop a3. What? Rook. What is that? Rook a3. Rook a3. Whoa, that's a very Talesque move. That's a very Tal move. Rook a3, f5, f3, f4. Okay, guys, rook c7. Okay, this is he's definitely a tactical genius, Prague. But I need someone to fill out the blanks. Just put in human terms. If anyone has a human language available, explanatory enough for my complete numbness and dumbness, rook c7, I'd like to learn. I'd like to understand that thing. It makes sense, bishop g6, it's fine. Rook c7, it's a long shot, it's a long stretch, aiming at something, God knows after how many moves. Because queen c8? Of course. Okay. Amongst many other ideas lost on the way, rook c7 probably looks at queen c8 and this with this. That's it. Eureka. Eureka, as Archimedes. I think who said that? Eureka? Archimedes? Who said Eureka? So rook c7, queen c8. Of course, I mean, that's the stuff. Probably that's the stuff. I mean, not a big, maybe it is a biggish thought in the, on the big picture of the game's evolution. Probably it is a big stuff. He did play it though. Oh, wait a second. Knight c4, rook c7. Yeah. Rook c7. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, I have to appreciate that actually Prague did play the first line of the engine. I mean, this guy probably could be one of the biggest contenders for the world chess champion title. I think there's something with this lad. He sees some stuff. F4. Someone said F4. Step. Yes. F4. Well, but yeah, we did say F4, and that's very understandable. It makes sense. F4. It makes sense. Of course, F4. Sure. It makes sense. I can understand this. You don't want to mess about. You want to play a move. If you can do something to worsen your opponent's position or improve yours, you should go for it. F4. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. What do you think about? I mean, I'm constantly ruminating that bishop c3 actually should be one heck of a positioning for this bishop. I'd like to have the bishop here, just in the lights of this guy disappearing at some point. So I think I might like the bishop. Also, bishop c3 would stop any batteries on c2. Am I correct? Am I wrong? What do you say? What do you say, my friends? Is bishop c3 the main stopper for any battery along the c file? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Step, what do you think? I mean, as a potential, saying bishop c3 and some bishop g4, get rid of this guy, but bishop will be dropped on g6 for sure, for sure. So this guy here, this guy here. Bishop here would also looking at this guy just to making sure this knight will be staying pinned. I think it's a good. It's these are good thoughts. Bishop c3, bishop g4 for white. That is for white. That is. And bishop c3, guys, not just would be stopping this and potentially hitting g7, but there is another subtlety. Queen on d1 would look after this guy. Queen on d1 would defend the pawn if there is any knight f6 happening. So I think there are many, many nice ideas. Bishop takes f5. I also like, I'm reading it step last message. I also like e takes f. E takes f4. Probably bishop takes f4, putting pressure on the weak pawn on d6. Ah, thank you for sharing your thoughts, Step. Yes, I think so. I think that's also not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Guys, this game I think is just superb. This game is magnificent in terms of ideas, pieces, interaction, and threats. This game is deep as it can get. And the guys are absolutely artists. Artists of thought. Yes. Step, you are correct with that one. It's a lovely idea. Frankly, I don't even know which one's better, Bishop c3 or. But let me tell you, let me tell you, Step, a little bit of a setback. How do you know Black's gonna take your pawn on f4? Just asking. How can you know actually Prague's gonna do this gift for MVL? Hmm? Because it looks like a gift, as you put it. In the sequence you've illustrated, looks like it's an early Christmas gift. I don't think Prague's gonna do that. I don't think Prague does early Christmas gifts, right? So yeah, I think it looks good what you said, but why would Black do that? Therefore, I would revert to the idea perhaps Bishop c3 is a very potent attacking initiative. If e4, Bishop c3 now is better because diagonal is weak. Yeah. So I guess Bishop c3, leave it there and see what Prague decides to do with this tension. Hello, David. Yeah, thanks for confirming, brother. Yes. Anyway, Prague is to move now. Let me think a little bit from Black's perspective. Well, Bishop g6. Oh no, that's a horrible one. Bloody hell, it just drops a piece. Apologies, this is a disaster, right? It just look. Okay, why does the engine say it's very equal and a bit better for Black? What am I missing? What's the counter game? What's the counter play here? Wait a minute. Bishop e4. Did someone say bishop e4 previously? No one said bishop e4, right? Let me peruse through the messages. Bishop e4. Dudes, this is a subtle little move here. Probably I can play right now bishop c3 just to defend. I mean, I don't want to drop this pawn. Forget about it. Bishop c3. Bishop c3. Yes, Step. Bishop c3. I think it's incredibly important to be played. If MVL wants to save a little bit of time here, if he wants to save a little bit of time and putting pressure back on Prague, probably he should be going with bishop c3. It makes a lot of sense, Step. Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. Bishop c3. I mean, I've got at least 3, 4 justifications for bishop c3. Defending of the pawn, stopping any batteries. If there is any problem with the f, I could just take back with the rook for the time being. And last but not least is attacking g7 potentially in the future. Very important. So yeah, bishop c3. Okay, what is oh my god. Something's weird, folks. You can't expect Prag to take with the pawn for you to make in a fork, do you? He's going to take with a knight. He's going to take with a knight. And he's going to help Prag a little bit, getting the bishop active. Now, look, I fully understand that you would love Prag to take with the pawn so you can fork the pieces, but you can't expect Prag to do that, do you? He's going to take with the knight. What's going on here? You're going to take with the knight. And then you got to think of something. Then he wants to play bishop c3. Probably he's going to play then. But then the other guy gets quite strong too. Okay, I don't know. It just feels a little bit weird. And also, exactly, knight takes c5. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Okay, knight takes, pawn takes. Fine. Okay, and then what do you want to play? c4 and b3 type of pawn structure? Are you happy with that idea? And then potentially bishop c3 afterwards. Okay. It's worth to go back and summon the stockfish and see if there was any other subtlety we might have missed or something. It's bishop c2. Oh, thanks for this one. Bishop c2. I think so. That is why the engine after all says minus 0.54. He might have missed this. And I really want to go back and check if instead of fe5, bishop c3 was actually the better move. Okay, I gotta go back. I gotta go back and check. You can't do this. Okay, let me check bishop c3 here. Apologies for this guy. Let me check bishop e3, bishop c3, the third line. Okay, guys, I was right. We were right. We were right. Bishop c3. Look at this, boys. Bishop c3, the second line of the engine. We were correct after all. And anyway, if I may put it this way, we were more correct than MVL. Bishop e3, the best move, but not my cup of tea because I really want to put the bishop here, not on e3. Oh, bishop here because of this kind of ideas. After you take here. Okay, that's sweet. That's very sweet and deep. fe5 is the third line of the engine. It's not as good as bishop c3. We were correct. We were correct. Fellas, we were right about this. Bishop c2. Yes. Oh, this is sick. Knight takes f7. What is he playing at? Okay, it's getting more exciting. Yeah, he should have played bishop c3 step. We weren't wrong in our option. Not wrong at all. Actually, we did choose something better than MVL at that particular point. So I'm very happy with our choice. Bishop c3 was indeed stronger than what MVL played. Let's look at the material. 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 5. A little bit messy here. Probably that would be a closing idea, but bishop f6 might happen right now. Prague is relentless. That's a nice little one. Probably you're going to do g3. If you don't do g3, you're kind of toast. g3, weakening the light squares. That comes at a cost. Just for all of our friends, when you push the pawns in front of the king, ladies and gents, there is one setback to that move, like you've just seen now. You do repel the bishop or whatever happens here, but you are weakening also the light squares. So just as a general point of observation for all of our friends, when you're pushing the pawns in front of the king, you're weakening the king's fortress. But g3 was a necessary move. I mean, I think it was the only move. Otherwise, the queen would have been gone. I think Prague is now very comfortable. Let me tell you something, Step. If MVL would have played bishop c3, I think he would have been happier. I don't think he's very happy now. Bishop c3 made a lot of sense, like a lot of sense. Hey, it is what it is. Bishop got to move now. Does the bishop have to move? Just asking for a friend. Does the bishop have to move? Yeah, I think it has to move, right? You have to move the bishop unless you want to trade here or something. Gaining a little bit of tempo, taking the f file. What do you think, boys? What do you think, guys? You reckon maybe Prague is investigating rook taking f1? I mean, if you take with the bishop, probably you can hit the queen like this. I mean, why would you, David, Step, guys, 3K, why would you not move the bishop back and just spend a bit more minutes unless you're thinking about taking here? He thinks maybe if you take with the queen gets the rook, taking the f file, and he thinks that if you take with the bishop, he gonna hit the queen on the e, thus taking, you know, the e file. Then maybe combined in the future with some bishop e4, it's quite annoying. Okay, okay. I don't think it's bad at all. It's not bad for black at all. I think Prague is a bit happier than MVL here. And I think it should be. The only stuff is that Prague is on like 11 minutes and MVL is like 19 minutes. Kind of. Kind of. But okay, if he you know takes some decision and moves a little bit faster, he should be able to maintain the advantage and stuff. Bishop f6 is like stopping the power of the rook. Bishop f6. Bishop f6. Oh, yeah, I'm not. No, I hate bishop f6. You take away your own file. Absolutely. Absolutely, Step. Bishop f6 is, just feels insufficient. Just feels weird, bishop f6. I don't want to do bishop f6. Maybe just back where it was. But maybe you want to take first on f1. Maybe you want to take on f1 first and see what white chooses to do. Okay, I'm going to... Bishop f6? Okay, bishop f6 takes the ball from the rook, as you said, but also hits the b2. How do you defend b2? No, but it makes... I mean, how do you defend b2? You're going to play bishop c3. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. You're going to have an isolated pawn on c3. Bad. Or you play rook a2, which is horrible. You play rook a2, it's horrible. It's really horrible. It just feels weird as hell. Look at this. Look at this step. Nah, Prague is a machine, man. Prague is a machine. I mean, how do you defend b2? It's true what you said, that it's sort of like blocks its own rook, but the threat it creates, it's huge. It's really huge and comes with a cost for white. If you want to save the pawn with bishop c3, now it's going to take... You have to take back, and you're going to have an isolated pawn on c3. Then maybe rook takes here. And if you take, he has the wins a pawn. And if you take with the bishop, you just getting hunted with the rook or something on this file. Get yourself in a pin. Very nasty for white. I think more threats for white. And Prague is just simply taken advantage of. He creates threats. He takes advantage of. Okay, so how do you defend b2? Anyone? Bishop c1. It's a bit painful, isn't it? Yet again, separating your rooks and stuff. Probably you have to do bishop c1, but you can't tell me you like it. You can't tell me you're happy with bishop c1, like as a matter of aesthetic and chess principles. Getting the bishop on the back rank, stopping the cooperation in between your rooks and stuff. You can't tell me you like it, don't you? You can't like this. Probably bishop c. I mean, rook a2 is inconceivable. So this is inconceivable. And this one is not a very happy idea. Or maybe it is in terms of maybe you can just move it one more time, but then you're going to have to keep the bishop forever looking after that pawn. It's a little bit horrible. I don't know what to say. It's just by the computer. Okay, my computer here, the Stockfish I'm currently using, I thought I put at the maximum depth. I don't know why it just shows me minus 0.30. It shows me here. Not really drawish. Apparently better for black, but what can I say? Bishop c1, I'm not feeling very good with this. Rook a2 is losing. Bishop c3 is very funky. I'm going to have a nice, a very weak pawn on c3. I'm not happy with white very, very much. I'm not happy with white. The major advantage now is just that the time for MVL is a little bit better. And if he plays decent moves and stuff, maybe. But bishop f6 was a heck of a move. Let's find out. Probably bishop c1. It pains me to say probably bishop c1, but it's awful. I mean, it's awful. I can't do that. Bishop c3, though. Bishop c3. I did say bishop c3, but it's not good. It's still minus 0.30. I don't like whites here. I just don't like whites here. Bishop c3. There you go. You have it. Bishop c3. Bishop c1 is probably even more awful. You're just stopping everything. I mean, you can't do this. So bishop c3, bishop takes, pawn takes. You're going to have a pawn on c3. That Prague's going to hit with queen c8 probably. And then you're going to have to play rook to c. And then they probably going to take, and you have to take with the bishop, because if you take with the queen, you're losing c3. You know something, guys? One pawn matters absolutely. You're dropping the c3 pawn, you're going to lose the game. So everything, it's like a cause and effect. The causality is painful. And in this chess game, provided the fact you're going to play accurately, hey, MVL is not just anybody. It's not just an average guy. Bishop g4 was indeed an engine move. Bishop g4 means mainly this. This is the counter game he managed to find. My chess friends, bishop g4. That's what he found. You can't say he's not looking for, but that's a check. It's getting hotter and hotter. Bishop g4, check, in between move. Is he going to take on b2? Or is he going to take the rook first with tempo? You tell me. But then again, the engine slowly goes for black's advantage. Probably you may want to take the rook. Correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. What would you do if you were Prague? Would you take on f1? Would you move the king? Would you play rook to e7? Just highlighting. You tell me which one is it. In your understanding, rook takes f1, king move. King moves, it's a painful move to play, I guess. You can't do this. It's just too painful. But, you know, probably taking the rook. Let me tell you something weird. When you take the rook, they're not taking your rook. They play bishop e6 and then they take your rook. Don't forget that one. David, don't forget this one. After rook takes f1, white doesn't have to take your rook. White plays first bishop e6, check, and defending the pawn. Then they're going to take, yes, okay, bishop e6 first. Bishop e6, okay. Maybe bishop e6 was better, but hey, okay, fine, fine. Just saying, okay. He's got bishop e6 anyway. which can't be stopped. Neither with this, neither with nothing. What about bishop takes here, but then we're running into this? Nah, you can't do that. Yeah, you can. This, you do this, check, and then you move. Okay, funky one. Minus 0.52. Still a bit better for black here, guys. Still a bit better for black. A very instructive one. 3, 2, 5 pawns, 5 white pawns versus 5 black pawns. Still playable, but very instructive. We got the bishop pair for both white and black. A brilliant game. A brilliant game by MVL in Prague. I don't know who's going to win, but it's a delightment. It's absolutely sweet. This is good. This is good. This is very good. Prague tends to go a bit lower on time than MVL. 8 minutes. But the lad just, he played so mature, so powerful, so forcing moves he played. He seemed to be the real deal, Prague. I'm curious to see how he deals with this position. Potentially, guys, black might be having a pawn to win here. Potentially. He knows he can't really stop the check or the bishop e6 colluding with the pawn. So this is a structure you can't really stop it from happening. So now probably he thinks, he investigates if he should be just grabbing the pawn. A pawn is a pawn, it matters. Sometimes yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Bishop takes b2. Bishop takes b2. Yes, he did. A pawn is a pawn. It does matter. The engine is not very excited, though. The engine is not very excited. Was that a bit of a poison pawn, people? Was the b2 a bit of a poison pawn? What's happening? So, he did spend some time. He did take the pawn. Was that a bit of a poison pawn? Okay, what have we got here? We got a bishop e6 check. You must play on h8. You don't have any other choice. Then, what does MVL do? What's the stuff afterwards? What's the stuff? Bishop e6 check. King moves in a corner. What do you play? Play queen here. Just keep an eye on this guy and then get the rook on the f or something. Because you might be having a checkmate threat on the back rank after all. So bishop e6, king goes on h8. You're going to play queen f4 in order to play rook a to f, and you try to potentially deliver checkmate on the back rank. What do you think, David? Step 3K, if you guys still there. Might that be a good plan for white to do? Let me know, people. What do you think about this? Oh, absolutely, David. Oh, absolutely, man. You're right. Of course, you're not going to watch this. But what I'm saying, Dave, is that bishop e6 is a forcing move. So I can tell you that. So, and you probably agree. Yes. So bishop e6 is a forcing move. Forces the black king in a corner. Then you're going to get another tempo to play something. And that would be queen f4. But then, of course, it's Prague's turn. He's not going to just sit and wait. True. What you can do with white here is just playing a move with tempo, allowing you to get more stuff active. So bishop e6 is a very powerful move. This is the move MVL should be playing straight away. Saving time, delivering a check, forcing the black king in a corner. So this is a move you should play that straight away. Very important in between whatever. It's not even an in-between move. It's a very important move to play. And then you can decide stuff, improving. God knows, maybe you can decide this and that. It's not bad either. I don't think it's that bad. Man, this is what? Okay. And the agent doesn't like it, fellas. I mean, you could have played this one with tempo, right? And then maybe move the rook or something. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have played this one first. Anyway, maybe he wants to do something else. Maybe he wants to play something else. Don't tell me he wants to do this kind of stuff. Come on, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe this and this after all. Yeah, we're gonna see. But thing is, he didn't play Bishop E6. Bishop E6 would have done something. And also, do you know what Bishop? Yeah, okay. Don't matter now. He played it anyway. He played the Rook A to E1. Okay. 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 6 minutes for Prague, 11 minutes for MVL. Let's see how it turns out. Let's see how it turns out. Bishop F6. Bishop F6. Minus 0.2 or something. Hello, Raven. How's it going, brother? You been to school? You returned? You on your breaks? Bishop E6. Bishop E6 check. Not a bad one, I guess. It can't be a bad one. It can't be a bad one, Bishop E6. I hope you didn't stay too late yesterday. You said you have school the next day, so Bishop E6, it's good. Probably should be played. Probably should be played. Bishop E6. I will do Bishop E6 straight away. Bishop E6 first. Check the king. Then Bishop E3 for Bishop E6. Is that, if this is not strong, I don't know what's strong. Oh, that's why when I'm doing bullet, I'm not doing it with the PC that I'm streaming now. When I'm doing bullet, I'm using just the mobile screen. That's probably the best choice. I try to, steer away from the bullet if I can. Um, you know, the cool stuff in the daily correspondence, they actually ask you to confirm the move before you play it. So you do whatever you want to do. Then there is a second question: are you sure you want to play this? And then you say yes, etc. So that is just in the daily correspondence. Other than that, probably if you play super fast games, you probably should be using the mobile screen. You know, yeah. This man, MVL has a weird way to be playing. He didn't play the check. He went for bishop here now, which is, I mean, we can identify. It's about bishop b6. We all know that. It's about bishop b6. We know that. But bishop, okay, okay. I don't think it's that bad in itself. I mean, it's not bad. It can't be bad to play this kind of stuff. It can't be. It's good. It's actually good. It's good. That's not bad at all. And after this one, I mean, Prague needs to be very careful. Still, the engine says something like minus 0.22. So still better for Prague a bit. Not too much, though. A bit. And the game is not over. Game is not over. But this is a threat. You know something? This is psychological stuff here, guys. MVL did a choice. Is definitely threatening something you can't trifle with. And Prague needs to spend some time here. And the problem is, of course, the time amongst others. So he's eating his time. He's just eating Prague's time. This is a very important idea. You put your opponent in some pressure, you make him think. And now he's got to spend the time, almost double time for MVL at this stage. This is something important. By the way, guys, if you were Prague, what would you play? Really? What would you play? What does black have to play here? What do you play? Very important. Do you go down on the C or what is that? Bishop G6? Okay, someone make me understand something. Bishop G6. Is there a... Oh, after this, we've got this. Oh, Prague is having nerves of steel, guys. Nerves of steel for Prague. After bishop b6, he goes rook c2. Can you believe that? A check is a check. You don't negotiate with the check. This is nerves of steel from Prague. Bishop g6, not a bad one. And bishop g6 not just allows rook c2, but also defends a little bit the e8 square. Just as an idea. Just as an idea. 0.00. Fabulous, fabulous game in between these guys. Absolutely fabulous game. Fabulous game. What a find by Prague. Bishop g6. Getting the bishop. That was sort of like blocking the rook on the c file. Playing g6 with defensive and also for some attacking purposes. Rook c2. What a find by Prague. That's nice. This is sweet. So bishop b6, rook c2. Let's say rook blocks, takes, and then you have to play probably queen to e8. That might be, ladies and gents, a little bit of a drawish position. If the sequence is correct in my evaluation and depiction here, might we be having a drawish position? So again, bishop b6, rook c2 check, rook sort of blocks. I don't think you want to move the king, do you? Rook blocks, rook takes, queen takes, queen e8, queen takes, bishop takes. But, can I take the pawn on a5 afterwards? That matters absolutely. Bishop b6, guys. Bishop b6. Bishop b6 had been played. Let's see if the sequences actually comes to fruition. And well, what am I talking about? That bishop, I can't capture my own pawn, can I? It's crazy. So, okay, rook c2, as we had anticipated, just at least for a while. Rook c2, rook e2. You can't move the king here. You can't give black rook so much power. So you got to play rook e2. And rook takes, queen takes. And queen here and takes and takes. Okay, draw. Draw. After this bishop goes here, there's no draw. White's winning. It's gotta be something I missed here, guys. It's gotta be something I missed. Rook plays. But do you actually have to take the rook? Okay, I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure anymore. If this white bishop makes it on c8, black is having a problem with b7 and a6. I mean, you can't mess with that one because this is game over. What have I missed here, guys? Rookie, queen takes. Wait, but it's not necessarily Prague plays this. Maybe Prague plays what does Prague play? Queen E? Queen takes, bishop takes, still bishop c8, and white's winning and black's losing. What am I missing? Please tell me it's rook e2 here. It's rook e2, right? Rook e2. Takes, queen takes. What does Prague play at this stage? Rook e2. There you go. I've said that. I've said that rook e2. Now probably rook takes. Do you have something else? Do you have queen here? Is that the sickest of them all? Queen e8. You can't take it because it's pinned. Can I play queen e8? Or is just too much? Can Prague play queen e8 here, guys? Someone tell me I'm not dreaming. You can. If they capture, you take with this guy, and you just keep playing. Okay, I don't know. Okay, queen e2. What do you play with white? Okay. Yeah, you don't trade because that would have enabled bishop and then you do lose the game. So queen goes on f8. Okay. Queen goes on f8. You are stopping the bishop to c8. This is very important. Okay. The engine says minus 0.22. A bit of an advantage for black. This is weird. How can it be a bit of advantageous for black? Since the black queen has to stay to look after this guy and stop c8 from the bishop. How can this be a bit better for black? I don't know. What's the counter game? What's the counter play I'm missing here? This is not obvious. So the queen had to play on f8 for two main reasons. Most of all, I think you must make sure there is no bishop coming here. And secondly, well, secondly, you have to look after this guy specifically, bishop c7 or something. But anyway, bishop e6 or queen e6 for MVL, I'm not sure. Bishop e6, queen e6 for MVL, check and something, and then maybe this. I mean, you need to keep up the pressure. So queen e6 check. Yeah, but then they'll be playing this. Then you might be doing this. Nah, you're dropping this guy. So bishop e6 first. And bishop f7. And then I don't know. Probably it's very balanced. Probably it's not. It's nothing to break through with. You can't force anything. Equal material. 3-5. 3-5. Okay, I can't find any breakthrough. Probably bishop e6 for MVL here. And now they're getting into the blitz. They're getting into blitz condition very soon now. It's just I can't see how to make any progress here for neither of them. Beautiful game, absolutely superb game. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Let me clean those lenses. Possible. Okay. H4. 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 You want to go H5, I would assume, right? You know, sometimes you need not forcing it if you don't see a very clear advantage. Is there any big deal with H5 apart from sending bishop to F7 where probably it's meant to go to? And then you're gonna play what? This? And then if they capture, you're gonna play what? Queen? And then they're gonna block with the queen? Yeah, but if they do so, you're gonna grab this pawn on d6. That's a subtlety. Might that be... Might this be MVL's plan after all? Potentially speaking. This. Okay. Okay. That's nice. One would assume if queen f3, and if queen takes and king takes, probably they should be drawing. I don't know what can you force here. I don't know what can you possibly do. F3. Bishop e6, okay. Okay. Could be this though. Then you play this. And they can't take, because if they do take, yeah, of course they can. Bishop f7 and queen f3. Still draw, right? What does the engine say? 0-0-0. I mean 0-0. So queen f3. I mean bishop f7. Bishop f7 or king h8? Huh. Bishop f7 or king h8? It's not very clear. F7, king h8. Bishop f7, right? Bishop f7, queen f3. I don't like getting the king here, and then I have to spend another tempo to play h6. Well, you can. King h8, okay. Okay, king h8. Queen f3. 3K just said now queen c2, queen c8. Oh. Oh, what an idea. What an idea. Wow. Now this is looking absolutely gorgeous now. Yes, I think the idea is a very nice one. Yes, 3K. I did. Yeah, I think that might have been something very interesting. He did play, though, my idea, Queen F3. If White can get there, yes. But that was a very sweet idea. Because if Bishop would have made it on C8, I think those guys would have been a perfect victims and then White's winning. But he did play my thought, which probably is the most drawish of them all. Queen F3. The most drawish of them all. Probably. Queen F3, what do you play? Queen takes, king takes, and can we just... no, you can't. That's losing. Queen takes, king takes, and then the bishop would have made it here. White is winning again. This is an important idea. We have to keep in mind all the time. If Prague would have taken, actually MVL would have won because of bishop c8. So Prague could not trade off queens. Okay, those guys still insisting. You have to play very careful here. Takes and takes. What do you play? Play this. It's something. You still have to tread very carefully here. It's not quite finished yet. They're still insisting. They're going to be going bullet very soon. Well, it's still 3 minutes. Okay, so let's say that's blitz. But for Prague, 2 minutes. He's got to play very accurately if he wants to draw. Um, well, they both have to play. Superb games, guys. Very nice games. I don't know. Do you take here? Do you take? If you take, you sort of like empower the black bishop. But can you not take? And if you don't take, what do you do? Do you play king h3? Can you play king h3 or is it just too painful to do this kind of things? King h3. What do you think, guys? Is king h3 playable here or is just sometimes you need to just do this kind of stuff? Potentially, if black takes, it's good for white, I would say. King h3, and if they capture, then you capture, and I think it's a little bit better for white. Not sure. I'm not sure. Is king h3 an idea? Let me ask the engine now. Bishop f2 and bishop e3. Bishop f2. Oh, come on, you can't do this. No human will do bishop f2. Bishop e3, yeah, I'll give you that. Bishop e3, I understand, but bishop f2, no human's gonna play this. So just to illustrate this, there's no bishop f2 a human would play probably. You can't do this. You can't give up this beautiful bishop here to get it on f2. Come on, you can't do bishop f2. He shut it off. Let me turn off the whole thing. He shut off things. Bishop f2. Why? Because bishop g3. Oh, that's another thought. That's another thought. These guys are good. Bishop f2 for bishop g3, potentially forcing them to take, you take with the queen. Because if they don't, you're going to take, they're going to take, and this guy becomes very much weak. Although, yes, step, I would agree. I would agree. I think, yeah, MVL should be going for some like drawish proposal and stuff. I don't know what you can do. This is incredibly solid. You can't speculate nothing. This is very solid. You can't touch the black king. You can't do too many things. This is very solid. I think they should go on a draw just to save mental energy and just try to do something else at some other time. They've been proven that they are very insightful. They both seen a lot of good things. I don't know how you could make any progress here. I don't see any way to forcing things to pushing them in one or another direction. This is very much draw. Prague is spending quite a lot of time now. Hmm. Weird, weird, weird. I don't know what is Prague doing. I really don't know. Queen a4 makes sense. Queen a4 makes sense. Queen. Are you sure though? Can you envisage bishop c8? Do you think that is dangerous? Just saying. Queen a4, Queen f8. Oh, oh my God! He did play Queen a4. So what do you play after Queen f8? Gee. Oh man. Check. King g8, right? g6. Check and bishop drops. Oh man, and then bishop g3. Oh, this is painful to play. Even if okay, this is so painful to play. I mean, this is really you, man. You got to do this one accurately. This is quite not over. This is still happening, guys. This is not done yet. It's a problem here. Probably some checks, and then probably okay. This is we. Then you have to play this. But then the bishop will be taking here. You can't mess with this kind of position. And that will eat all your time. If you want to play rigorously, that will eat all your time. This bishop is pinned, guys. The bishop is just pinned here. Oh, I don't know what to say, but this is still dangerous. This is still dangerous. This is dangerous. I can't even make a prediction at this point. I can't say anything. This is dangerous. It's still happening. What is Prague supposed to do? Anyway, you do check, right? Queen e4. There's queen e4. Yes, there's queen e4. He must do this. Yes. He shouldn't be touching the a5. Okay, bishop g3. Yeah, we did say that. Bishop g3, but queen e4 for sure. Yes, yes, 3K. Queen e4. Absolutely. And now, Prague shouldn't touch the a5 pawn at all. He shouldn't be touching it. He shouldn't take a5. You can't take a5. You can't take. He's got to play queen e4 indeed. Man, this is okay. He's defending d6 now, but it's not that. Probably queen e4 would have been stronger, I guess. Anyway, he went for queen d6, defending. Sorry, queen b4 to defend d6. That's what I meant to say. And 13 seconds for MVL. Come on, dude, just make it a draw. No? Okay. Okay, there you go. There you have it. Prague should be winning now, says the engine. There you go. Something funky happened with this move. Oh, queen g4. Then they go back. And you got this. No, 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 no. You got this guy. No, you can't. He pinned, for Christ's sake. Okay. What's going on here? Queen g4, I did say it, but what's the follow-up? Okay, apparently he didn't find the winning move, guys. Prague didn't find the winning move. I didn't see it either. I need more time to figure out what the heck's happening. So queen g4, king h2. Prague didn't find the winning move. Neither did I. What was the winning move for Prague? It looks like he missed the winning move somewhere, but okay. Well, if they keep doing that, it's gonna be a draw. You know something? Look again. Look at the eval bar. Prague is winning here, but he's got 5 seconds on the clock. What the heck is he supposed to play? Oh my God, this is sick. This is sick, sick, sick. Absolutely sick. What the heck is going on, for Christ's sake? Queen C. What is this? What's this happening? The engine says it's 0 again. He had a sort of like, okay, this is just too sickening. Check. What do you do here? What's going on? My God. Oh my days. It went up and down the eval bar. Up and down it went. Apparently Prague had a winning move. Okay, but d6 had fallen and potentially this guy is free to move. Two passes here, but a passer here. Okay. Probably okay. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, okay, engine on. Engine on. Engine on. Wait a minute. What the heck was the stuff? Wait a minute. Okay, engine on, everyone. The winning move b5. Yeah. Guys, did you see that? The winning move for Prague is only b5. The only winning move. Anything else, it's not. Queen g4, it's not as much winning as b5. Well, let me tell you something, guys. When you're playing a bullet chess and you got a few seconds on the clock, you gotta have something of steel to play b5. Who the heck? No one thought about that one, 3K. I mean, I was looking like, I mean, how the heck can you come up with b5 when you're playing bullet? This is the winning move for black. Prague can win if he plays b5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's so obvious, right? Come on. Well, if he knew the eval, if he had more time on the clock, dudes, you need to sit down and think. You need to sit down and actually take some minutes here. That is wise, very wise in the opening, maybe not to spend enormous time. So do your preparation, save some minutes because you need the minutes here. You need the time right at this moment. This is the investigating moment. But who the heck can just spot b5? I didn't think about b5 for a fraction of a second. Was completely out of any thinking, any nothing. I'm not looking at b5. So b5 for Prague to win. Let me put everything on. Wait, what's this? A takes b6, still a draw. Okay, this is just weird, guys. We need to put another engine. Okay, we need to put another engine. This is just annoying as hell. b5, and now the engine says, yeah, it don't matter, mate. It don't matter. A, b6, it's a draw. Can't you see it's a draw? No, I can't see nothing. Okay, let me show you again. What am I using here? Stockfish 15, right? Okay, Stockfish 15. Stockfish 15 says b5 winning, if you are to believe it. And after I play b5, Stockfish says now, it don't matter, it's a b6 draw. They say it's a b6, it's a draw. So maybe sometimes it's a glitch somewhere. Where is the winning? Where the heck is the winning after all? I don't bloody see it. AB. Now Queen B wins. Wins and not wins. Wins and not wins. Wins or not? Wins or not? Queen B6. Massive advantage for black. Queen B6. Okay. Okay, this engine is not serious, guys. I think he's messing with us. He's taking the piss. He's not serious. I think he's making fun of us, right? It went up and down like those super GMs. This is just I think okay, this is just sick. Queen e6 after all, -4 for black. Prague is winning hands down. Is winning hands down. I'm using Stockfish and I've got a decently good engine, I guess. Hello there, Clint. Good to see you, brother. So, people, I don't know what to say. I mean, I will need to sit down with this endgame, having it scrutinized properly, using the engine, asking some friends, asking you, because you are some of my best chess friends on the planet, some colleagues at work, and some other chess players I personally know. I'm gonna ask a few title players that I personally know to give me their honest opinion. What the freaking heck is this thing? Queen f2. Queen f2, the best move, and Queen f2 probably because you want to get rid of the queen, and this is just so sick. Queen b3, probably looking at this. This is very complicated. This is so complicated. Very complicated. Queen e4 here. Okay, I understand that. Okay, apparently, guys, this is the moment. Move 40. So, ladies and gents, move 40. 4-0. For black, apparently, I'm saying apparently because no one knows for sure, the winning move would be b5. Thank you, 3K, for confirming. So, theoretically, b5, which let me tell you something, is an incredibly difficult move to spot in a bullet chess because they were playing bullet at this stage. So Prague would have to be a freaking genius in tactics to do b5 in a span of a few seconds. b5. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, absolutely b5. Sure. What kind of nerves you gotta have for this kind of move? Okay. Okay, so be it. Okay, b5, fine. I have to analyze it without the engine. I gotta go on what? Chess24 Komodo, chess base. I gotta put it on chess base, on the Fritz. Chess24, they still using, okay. Where is the Alpha Zero, guys? When do we have the Alpha Zero? Where do I find it? I need to buy it or something? Rajabov, Kaima, Vidit, Grishchuk. Okay, just very briefly. Vidit, Grishchuk. Let me toggle off everything here. What an accuracy. These guys are maniacs. 98% or something, Vidit and Grishchuk. These guys are illegal. These guys are absolutely amazing accuracy from these guys, Vidit and Grishchuk. Wow. Just a few seconds on their clocks. They're still playing bullet here. 69 moves, 70 moves now. Boy, oh boy, guys, look at this endgame, how instructive that is. Look at this. Rook and 2 pawns versus knight and rook. Draw. And this guy's played with phenomenal accuracy. Phenomenal accuracy. Draw. They couldn't take it. It's just too much. Wow. Wow. Draw. Okay, and the last one happening now. 7 seconds, Kaima, Rajabov. Black should be smashing Kaima here. Rajabov should be smashing Kaima. You can have Stockfish 16 on your PC. It's free. So where do I get this Stockfish 16? Is it on chess.com or I need to download or update something? Do I need to make an update? 3K? Stockfishchess.org. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this one. You know, just in any case, let me just take a picture of the link you've sent me in case I'm forgetting or I'm okay. Thank you very much, brother. Stockfishchess.org. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So black's winning here. Rajabov is winning, right? It's so good, guys. I'm discussing with you because actually I'm finding out information every single time. This is good. This is good. Knight c7. So, oh, I don't have a favorite. I'm just in awe with all these guys' games. I mean, these guys are phenomenal. I mean, I've just watched now Anirudh. I've just watched MVL playing Prague, and there was an absolutely fabulous game. This It was absolutely amazing game they played. And previously, Grishchuk played the game, and They draw. What did they play? Grishuk Vidit with 97, 98 accuracy. Rook 2 pawns versus Rook Knight draw in the very end. I mean, how powerful games these guys do and how accurate they do it. This is just phenomenal. Now just watching, waiting for Rajabov to finish off Vincent here. Let's see how it's going to happen. But it's not an easy one, though. It's not that much of... I mean, what does black have to do here? You got to get rid of this rook somehow. Yeah, this is crazy. Exactly, 98 accuracy in bullet. This is absolutely sick. Exactly. That's exactly what I say. 98 accuracy in bullet. I mean, how the heck did they do this? I mean, they're super GMs. I'll get this. I understand that. This is phenomenal. This is so good. So good. Okay. What's going on with Vincent? Is going to give a lose on time or something? Vincent is defending desperately. Black. How does black make progress here, guys? How do you make progress with black here? You play the. I mean, you need to come closer with the knight. The bishop stops any probably check. You need to come closer with the knight potentially and try to do this kind of stuff. What do you play? Do you do this actually? What do you play here? How do you make progress? So this pawn is coming down, right? Okay, I can understand that. The knight is holding it all, so they can't play the rook. But the king's gonna come here, right? So what do you do next? You're gonna play this to defend, and then potentially this. So exactly as we said, king to a3, another what? And you're taking this. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, guys, this is gonna be phenomenal. Let me tell you why. Rook will have to stop the pawn, and we're gonna see a knight and bishop checkmate. We're gonna see a knight and bishop checkmate. Hello, Raymart. We're gonna see a knight and bishop checkmate. That's exactly what I predict is gonna happen. I hope you guys done the lesson. You know how to deliver knight and bishop checkmate. If you don't, we're gonna practice it this evening later on. I plan on coming back around 7, 8 p.m. And if you guys ready, we can practice knight and bishop checkmate all night long. Well, not all night long, but just a, just a phrase, just an expression. But I think you guys know the knight and bishop checkmate. Hello, Anirudh. We're going to do, yeah, Anirudh, we're going to practice knight and bishop later on this evening. So we're going to look at this one. I want to see the ending. I want to see how Rajabov wins. So my 2 cents, rook will have to sack itself for the pawn somehow. Because any other stuff doesn't work at all for white. I mean, if rook is going to take one of these guys, then of course black is going to promote. So I reckon at some point rook will have to stop the pawn and Rajabov has to deliver checkmate. I hope Rajabov did the homework and he knows how to checkmate with bishop and knight. Well, he should know because we all know, right? Okay. Whose turn is it? Vincent. Okay. Knight is pinned. Even worse. Yeah, of course they know. I mean, they should know, right? They should know. Can you play this, but then check coming here? Check's gonna happen. Can you play this then? Then this? And then if you're given a chance, you're gonna make this kind of stuff? Now you gotta be very careful here. It's not quite done. It's fabulous, guys, because they're playing bullet now, and you need to win the position in just a matter of seconds. It's fabulous ending. It's very instructive. You are supposed to be winning in 10, 20 seconds. C2, yes. Absolutely C2. C2, you're forcing the rook, and we are... What the heck is he doing? Well, he is supposed to resign, Raymart, but let's just keep playing for a while. C2, knight b3, Vincent has to sack the rook, and then I want to see knight and bishop performed by a super GM. I want to see it live. Then we can practice it ourselves later on. Nice one. Nice one. Bang. Boom. Okay, he made it even easier. He made it even easier. We're not going to see knight and bishop. He's going to resign right now. We're not going to see any knight and bishop checkmate. because this one is gonna happen. And the Kaima, yeah, this is it. Yes, we're not gonna see any Knight and Bishop. Not that Rajabov couldn't have done it. Not that he couldn't have done it. He could have very easily, but he played such a sequence that actually deemed it impossible. That's it. That's it. He was supposed to resign some moves ago. Nice little game here by superb ending. Right, so fellas, do you guys coming back this evening around 7, half 7 p.m. UK time? If you guys return, we can have an arena, maybe practicing for like 10-15 minutes the uh, Knight and Bishop checkmate. If you guys come back, we can do this Knight and Bishop checkmate. Oh man, this is a general question. Improve your blitz. You will improve generally the game. At blitz, you just need to increase your understanding of the position regardless. Only by understanding you can play better moves and improve your chess. And then subsequently, your blitz will improve, your rapid will improve, your classical will improve. Only understanding. There is no other recipe and magic ingredient. You need to understand more and more details, then your game will follow suit. There's no magic involved here. You need to understand stuff. Okay, people, we'll take a couple of hours break, and we'll be returning, playing some Knight and Bishop or Levon Aronian in the Speeches Championship, or maybe just some other stuff. We'll be deciding together, folks. Okay, absolutely. Thanks for your presence. I'll see you guys in a matter of hours, I'd say. Take care of yourselves, guys. Don't forget, tune in later on, 7:30 p.m. and we'll smash it together. Okay, folks. Thank you. See you very soon, folks.